As some of us may know, Gervonta Tank Davis is moving up in weight and will challenge Marrio Barrios for the WBA regular belt at 140 pounds, junior welterweight. And for those of you who haven't seen my promo to this fight, please go and check that out and then come back and watch this video. This fight was rumored to be happening many weeks prior to the announcement of the fight because of this shocking tweet reply from Gervonta Davis. A fan asked him if he would be fighting at 130 or 135, the two weight classes that he campaigns at, and he said neither. This led people to speculate that he will be moving up because we all know Gervonta has had problems in the past making weight. So for people to speculate he was going to 126 was definitely out of the picture. So it only led people to believe that he will move up to 140 pounds. Gervonta Davis in his most recent fight rocked 4-division world champion Leo Santa Cruz to sleep, which was an extremely competitive fight leading up to the knockout. And I don't know if it was part of the game plan to get Leo Santa Cruz comfortable, but he looked a little bit too good against Gervonta Tank Davis, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, that is to be expected. Leo Santa Cruz is a great competitor and deserves a ton of respect. He is no slouch, but he is definitely a one-dimensional fighter. You can expect two things from Leo Santa Cruz. He's going to come forward and he's going to throw a lot of punches. And he's right there to be hit. He doesn't really move his head particularly well, and he absolutely loves engaging in wars. And Leo Santa Cruz is not one known for his power. Whatever he was touching Tank with, it really wasn't hurting him. So Tank was able to walk him down, stalk him, and knock him out. Now with Gervonta Davis' next opponent, he is a totally different ball game. I really like Marrio Barrios as a fighter. I think he's a very unique fighter, and he has a very appealing style. But unlike Leo Santa Cruz, he packs a big punch. He's 5'10", one of the taller 140-pounders with a 71-inch arm reach. He moves really well on his feet, and he's certainly not there to be hit. He's knocked out 9 of his last 10 opponents, and he's 26-0 with 17 knockouts. And Gervonta Davis has knocked out all of his opponents he's faced but one. And he stands at a staggering 5'5.5" with a 67.5-inch arm reach. This could make a huge difference in this fight because Tank is 5 inches shorter than Marrio Barrios and definitely has a shorter reach than Marrio Barrios. But I definitely wouldn't count Tank Davis out because he definitely has the ability to shut the lights out. But the biggest question will be, will his power translate to 140 pounds? In Gervonta's first fight at 135 pounds against Gervonta Gamboa, he stated that he did not feel comfortable at 135 pounds physically. And to me, his power didn't have that same effect that it has had on many of his other opponents before Gamboa. But he did stop and knock out Gervonta Gamboa in the 12th round, but it took a great effort for him to do that, despite Gamboa being hurt for almost the entire duration of the fight. In that fight, Tank also looked very dehydrated, but I'm sure that won't be the case in this next fight because he will make the 140-pound limit quite comfortably. And there's also one thing I'm also worried about when it comes to Tank on fight night that I know many people aren't really worried about, and that is how his physique will look on fight night. Tank is tremendously short, especially when it comes to him being at 140 pounds. So I would expect him to be a lot more bulky around the abdomen. And he will just look totally different depending on how he rehydrates himself between the weigh-in and the night of the fight. But regardless of what Tank does physically, he will always be the smaller opponent when it comes to this fight. Obviously, Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis saw something in Marrio Barrios that they can exploit. And there's not like there's things that Marrio Barrios can exploit neither. Barrios is very rangy, and if he gets in a situation where he could keep Tank at his distance, it's going to be a very ugly night for Tank Davis. But at the very same time, Marrio Barrios does leave himself open in exchanges, and he can get caught with something that he doesn't see coming, and that could be all she wrote for him. This is a totally 50-50 fight. I really don't see no one being the underdog in this fight, despite Tank being the smaller opponent. And there are a lot of believers that Marrio Barrios will upset Tank in this fight, and that this was a total mistake on the part of Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis. I could honestly say that this is Gervonta's most powerful opponent to date. Gervonta has never fought a puncher as strong as Marrio Barrios and vice versa. Now, who do I think will win the fight? I believe that Marrio Barrios will win this fight. I believe he will just be too strong come fight night. And considering what I've seen with the Leo Santa Cruz versus Gervonta Davis fight, range does bother Gervonta Davis. But with Leo Santa Cruz, he throws combinations on top of having that length. And Barrios doesn't throw as much combinations, but he does have a lot of power behind his punches. But this is a fight I would definitely not bet on because this fight is totally 50-50 like I said. And there is a good chance that Tank Davis wins this fight if his power translates to 140 pounds. At the same time, in the back of my mind, I want to go with Gervonta Davis, but Barrios just has too many advantages going into this fight. And he just spells absolute danger for Gervonta Davis. In the comment section, you let me know who you think will win this showdown on June 26th and why. And that's pretty much it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And thank you for watching.